Alycats, and if yours, that was really loud. I'm sorry for bursting your eardrums. But today is Inside Alyssa White number, is it 6? Let me look. Yeah, it's 6. Woo-hoo! I'm super excited because it's officially my birthday month now, and so excited. And I'm so excited to answer your questions. Ah! I always love to answer questions, okay? I love it. It's an addiction. I'm sorry. But first off, it's the EA... I just screwed up your name, I'm sorry. The EA Sports Fan 2010. There we go. I gotta calm down a little bit. First question is, your game of the year that was released this year so far? Probably South Park: The Stick of Truth, to be honest. It was such a great game. It was very faithful to the TV show. I'm a huge South Park fan. I was loving the whole time through the game. It was just so crazy and over the top. And it looked just like an episode of the TV series. Like, it was incredible. And Butters was my best buddy ever. I was always like, Butters, come here and heal me. And he'd be like, oh, you little okay, little buddy. And I did love Princess Kenny, but in my game, he wasn't very powerful. But he's adorable. I actually have a Princess Kenny figure. So yeah, that's my game of the year for this year so far, actually. It's really awesome. So if you haven't played it and you like South Park, definitely try it out because it's an awesome game. Second question is, the game that was released this year that you did not like. The most disappointing to me was Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes, and I mean, for what it was good, but I mean, it's an hour and a half long to finish. It's not traditional Metal Gear Solid, and you know, it's just, I was kind of disappointed. I'm really looking forward to the Phantom Pain, and I've always been looking forward to it since it's been announced. But Ground Zeroes was just a little disappointing. I think it could have been bundled with the Phantom Pain. It probably will be, actually. But it's just too high priced for how long it is. I know you can replay it and, you know, do the different missions and stuff, but still, it's the same story, you know? I mean, it's a gorgeous game, don't get me wrong. It's gorgeous, but, you know, I was left wanting more. I'm sorry. I know a lot of people have the same opinion, but some people really love this game, and I'm really sorry if I offend you with that, but that was the most disappointing game so far for me this year. His third question is, I'm assuming you're him. I'm sorry if you're not. Favorite YouTubers to watch? I used to really love watching bigger channels, but now I like to watch, you know, smaller channels that are really passionate about what they do. But I am a huge fan of the Warp Zone. They do these awesome parodies of like geeky TV shows and movies and games. Like they do musical parodies, acapella theme song covers. They do, you know, their own kind of sketch comedy. So they're an awesome channel to check out, the Warp Zone. And of course, like some of my friends have amazing channels. Like Rachel Moore, she has helped me so much through all of this. She's such a lovely girl. And she's way more successful than I am. But she's so sweet and so down to earth. And Seth Hendricks, another great guy. He's a great guy, just a great guy in general. He's so down to earth and he's very friendly. And he's so funny. I mean, I'm always laughing when I'm watching his videos. So, yeah, Rachel and Seth, they're actually a couple. But they're so cute together and they're so awesome. And check out both of their channels. And also, like my friends Retro Ranime and Gundam Russ and Beat 'em Ups, they're all Australian. I can't do an Australian accent, so I'm not going to murder your accent. But they're all awesome, and they all have this just great sense of humor. I love it. It's something you don't really find here in the States. And, you know, I just recommend checking them out. And that's Retro Ranime, Gundam Russ, and Beat 'em Ups. They're kind of different channels, but they're all, you know, kind of linked. It's weird. I'll put every channel in the description box down below, I promise. I promise to put the channel links down below. Promise. And the last question that they asked is, what do you think of fanboys in general? It depends on the fanboy, because I'm actually a fangirl with a lot of stuff, like, as you can probably tell, Firefly and Game of Thrones and, you know, Tomb Raider and Uncharted and Mass Effect and Walking Dead and so many other, you know, stuff. Like, I'm so addicted to so many different things. As long as you're not trying to, like, indoctrinate people into what you like to watch or read or play, I'm fine with that. The ones that bother me are the fanboys or fangirls that think that since they love the show or game or whatever, that you have to love it, and like they get pissed off if you don't like it. That's what bothers me. Like, it's fine to like what you like, but don't try to pressure other people into liking what you like, especially if they've already given it a shot and don't like it. I mean, fanboys and fangirls don't really bother me at all unless they're being really pushy. That's the only thing that bothers me, because I'm a fangirl, I will admit it. So, I can't really judge that much on it. But yeah, thank you for those questions, and now we'll move on to the next questions from Sugar Candy, who I adore. I just adore Sugar Candy. Sugar Candy says, "Hi Alyssa." Hi Sugar Candy. And they ask, have you seen gameplay of Mario Kart 8? I have. It looks really fun. I'm not a Mario fan, but this game looks really fun. And if I had a Wii U, I would play it, and I would play with y'all, and we'd have so much fun. And the second question is, am I wanting a Wii U? Yes, I want a Wii U so badly. There's games I want to play on it, and like some people say there's not any games for the system, but there's going to be some really great upcoming games, and there's already some great games in the catalog. Like, I want to play Pikmin 3, I want to play The Wonderful 101, I want to play, let's see, Lego City Undercover, I want to play Bayonetta 2 when it comes out because I'm a huge Bayonetta fan. Splatoon looks pretty good. You know, the new Zelda game that's coming out whenever, not Hyrule Warriors, but the actual open world Zelda game looks pretty good. You know, I forgot the name. It's the Xeno franchise. I'm blanking on the name of the title. It was called X. Help me out, people. That looks phenomenal. But yes, I do want a Wii U, but they're so crazy expensive. And I also want to play Wind Waker HD because I've never played that game. And I'm a new Zelda fan, so yes, I want a Wii U badly. And next question is from Mario and Sonic 1986. I love your questions. You always ask really great. I'm turning into very crypty. I actually had a speech impediment when I was younger where I couldn't pronounce my R's. I would pronounce them as W's just like I did just now. It was cute then, but I was really embarrassed by it, and now I'm going back to questions. His first question is, do you have a favorite PlayStation 2 RPG? I haven't played many PS2 RPGs because when I was younger, I mostly played my uncle's games because my PS2 was used for playing Tomb Raider, and my uncle had just like a lot of action, survival horror games, so I didn't really play any RPGs, but I have played Persona 4 on the PS2, and I adore it. And I actually got Persona 4 Golden for the Vita, so I'm excited to play through that as well. But yeah, I love Persona 4. It was amazing. And definitely recommend RPGs for the PlayStation 2 for me in the comments down below. I would love to hear your recommendations because I want to play some more RPGs because I love RPGs. Second question is, what's the worst TV show you have ever seen? There's been some doozies. I can't really say what's the worst because I've seen some that were really, really bad. Like, I hated House of Cards. Like, it bored me to tears. I know a lot of people love that show. It just bored me to tears. I didn't like Dexter. You know, you think I would like Dexter because I'm into blood and gore and, like, murder stuff and all that, but I just couldn't deal with his stream of consciousness, how he always thought through every episode. I just wanted to see the blood and guts and stuff, and he was talking all the time. But I know a lot of people like that show as well, so don't kill me. That was not intended. That pun was not intended. But probably the worst show I saw was Cult. It was a CW show. It only lasted like a few episodes because it was so terrible. Like, it was really convoluted. It was about this cult that was a TV show, but it was an actual cult in real life as well. It was just so convoluted and confusing, and I mean, the actors did a pretty good job with their parts, but it was just so convoluted. Didn't know where it was going. It died. Kind of glad it did because it was a pretty terrible show. So those are probably my 3 least favorite shows I've seen, and 2 were actually kind of fan favorites, so I'm sorry. I'm weird. I'm a black sheep. Okay. Third question. Do you don't like any actors and why? Yes, there are several actors I don't like, and this is probably going to tick off some people when I say who I don't like. I don't like Will Ferrell. He's not funny to me. I'm sorry. Don't find any of his movies funny. The only movie I really enjoyed with Will Ferrell in it was Elf, with him starring in it. I like Zoolander, but he didn't have a huge part in that. But mostly, I don't like his movies. I didn't like Step Brothers. I didn't like, just name any Will Ferrell movie. I didn't like it. I didn't like Blades of Glory. I don't like Will Ferrell, okay? I don't like Jim Carrey either. I don't like Nicolas Cage. I know he used to be a great actor, but his movies now suck. So, yeah, Will Ferrell, Jim Carrey, Nick Cage, Nicolas Cage, whatever you want to call him. That's all I can think of right now at the moment. There's probably some other actors that I just can't stand. But those are the three that really popped into my mind, and I know a lot of people love those actors, and I'm sorry, but I just can't watch movies with them in it. Like, even if the movie looks interesting, if they're in it, I know it's not going to be good, so I don't watch it. And finally, last question from him. Can you name a game that you want but it's very expensive? Hell yes, I can name some games that I want that are very expensive. I want Haunting Ground, and that's a PS2 game that was created by Capcom, and like when it came out it didn't really get a lot of reception, like critical and commercial reception, but now it's super rare and people want $80 or more for that game, and I can't afford that. I mean, I'd be willing to pay like $40, but $80, no. So if anyone has a copy of Haunting Ground or would like to sell or donate your copy to me for less than $80, get in contact with me. I'm desperate for that game. I'm also really desperate for Xenogears. That's another game that goes for a lot of money. The cheapest I've ever found it was $34, and I just couldn't make myself pay for that because I really don't have the funds for it. But I really want to play Xenogears because I have Xenosaga Part 1. I want Xenogears though first so I can play it and kind of know the story. Those are two games that are really expensive that I really, really want. I also want Fear Effect. That ranges in price with people, but I can't find it anywhere. So if anyone, if anyone has Haunting Ground, Xenogears, or Fear Effect and you'd like to get rid of them or donate them or sell them, let me know. I would be glad to take them off your hands if you give me a good price. Or if you want to donate them, which would be super generous, but you don't have to. Just let me know because I want those games super badly. Super badly. And Retro Anime says I suck if I don't see the new Star Wars. That's not a question, but I'm a Trekkie. I'm a Trekkie, okay? I'm not... What do you call Star Wars fans? I'm not saying the movies are terrible. Like, I don't think they're terrible. I'm just saying that I'm a Trekkie, okay? I like Star Trek better. So you suck on it. Okay, getting back to questions. M. Decker. One of my very, very, very first Alycats, who I adore so much. I love you, M. Decker. I love you so much. I love you to pieces. Asks, what did I think of E3? I thought it was pretty good. E3 was really pretty much a rehash of games that were shown last year, but there were some really awesome games that were debuted and, looked really interesting. And, I'm so excited about, like, Rise of the Tomb Raider, the sequel to the rebooted Tomb Raider. Oh my gosh, I'm dying. I want it so bad. I need more Lara Croft in my life. I need it. And Scalebound looks so good, but it's only an Xbox One exclusive. I don't have an Xbox One. I love Platinum games, though, and Scalebound looks so good. And there's, like, so many indie games that look good, like Ori and the Blind Forest. That's another Xbox One exclusive. Sunset Overdrive look really good, but guess what? Xbox One exclusive. Gamer problems. Hashtag gamer problems. Okay, let's see here. So anything else that really popped out at me? I loved The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt coverage because I'm super excited about that game. I'm looking forward to Dragon Age Inquisition. I'm getting acid reflux. It sucks. Hold on. Just stare at me while I suffer. Okay, I think I'm good. Let's see. Alien Isolation, of course, looks just fantastic. So yeah, those are some games that really piqued my interest. And he also asked what were my impressions on Assassin's Creed Unity, Mortal Kombat, is it X or 10? I don't want to get it wrong. And Batman Arkham Knight. Okay, I'm not really a fan of any of those franchises, to be honest. I used to like Assassin's Creed. I liked Assassin's Creed 2 and Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, but Assassin's Creed Revelations and on, it just became really boring because it's the same game over and over. It was so repetitive. I know there were different characters besides Revelations and, just Revelations and Brotherhood and 2 all had Ezio in them, which I loved Ezio, but after that, it just became so repetitive. I got tired of having to go and sneak around and stab people, okay? I wanted some variety, and even though Assassin's Creed 3 and 4 had open worlds, I couldn't find anything that would interest me in those open worlds to do, so I never finished those games. And I can't make myself get Assassin's Creed Unity because I know it's going to be the same exact story as 3 and 4, and I'll just end up disappointed. So I can't do that. Mortal Kombat 10, I'm going to say 10, because basically everyone called the last Mortal Kombat 9. I used to play that game when I was younger, which is really weird, and kids should not play that game. But I'm not a fighting game fan, to be honest. Like, I like to play by myself a lot, so fighting games don't really pique my interest. I mean, yes, the fatalities are super cool in that game, but when you don't have anyone to play with, and when you're kind of antisocial anyway when you're gaming, fighting games aren't really fun. I did enjoy Injustice Gods Among Us, because it had a great story and a great campaign mode, but I don't know about Mortal Kombat. I'll have to look at more stuff about it. And Batman Arkham Knight, I actually don't like the Arkham games because I just don't like them. Like, Arkham Asylum was decent, but I gave that to my youth pastor because he's a huge Batman fan. And then I played Arkham City, but didn't finish it because it was just crazy, crazy, crazy. I couldn't finish it. I just had no interest in it. And I know a few people have the same opinion as me. A lot of people actually love these games, which I'm not judging if you love these games. I know why you love these games because, I mean, they're gorgeous games and they're full of detail and, you know, they're so super packed with Batman, just lore and characters and all this stuff. But to me, it's just kind of boring. I don't like being stealthy, and Batman's not my favorite superhero, okay? I like some of the villains in the Batman universe, but Batman himself is not one of my favorite heroes. So I'm sorry to disappoint you with that. It does look like a gorgeous game. I am a huge fan of Harley Quinn, but I don't think I'm going to be getting Arkham Knight. It's just, I didn't like the other Arkham games, so I'm sorry. And that's all the questions, actually. So if you have questions for me for Inside Alyssa White number 7, leave them in the comment box down below. It can be about anything. I would actually love to answer questions about, like, superheroes, or, I don't know, whatever you can think of. Like, I seriously love to answer questions, even if it ticks people off what I answer with. I actually love to answer questions. And I like to let y'all know more about myself, because, you know, that's fun for me and you. So, yeah, ask questions. Please, do it. Please, do it. Make me happy. But if you like this video, please leave a like. It's so helpful and supportive, so please like it up. And subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. I try to make awesome videos. Sometimes I fail. I'm human, okay? I'm not a robot. And favorite so your friends and family can see, and share me as long as you do it nicely. And just remember, I love each and every one of you so, so much, more than words can say. Peace and kisses. Bye.